development and rather developmental support. Developmental support, how do you do that? You basically provide infrastructure, isn't it? For better connectivity, for better economic growth. Then after that, you end up providing better communication channels, better welfare schemes. Then, after all, you also need a better health care. Health and education needs to be concentrated upon. Then, economic opportunities to be provided. Economic opportunities.
Okay.
How do you provide those economic opportunities? From the forest product, or also
क्या कर रहा है भाई आदमी?
development.
इतना धीरे धीरे चल रहा है कि मतलब कहना नहीं।
Skill development. So these are some of the developmental supports which can be provided. Article also argues that violence is not the answer to any particular problem. But we are faced with a reality where the extremists of the ground, they are not ready for dialogue. Because various different states, as a matter of the policy, the state governments have come out in the open and declared and formed schemes that if you surrender arms, then you will be rehabilitated within the society, you will be given some amount of financial support as well. Despite all that state support, you have many individuals who still prefer the gun over the normal administrative process. So in those cases, military intervention is the sad reality that we are faced with, but a necessity which can be thought about as someone who has opened up and picked up arms against the state. The state cannot always remain silent. At the same time, understanding the problems at the grassroots, but the state can never afford to be silent. So that is where basically even the Maoists of the day, they have to understand the reality that what is the ultimate fate that they are faced up with. Will they manage to win against the might of the large Indian state? Or do they have a long-term vision whereby examples which can be taken from, let's suppose, Colombia, from Nepal, etc., where these extremist elements, if they have to survive in the society, they have to enter into true stocks and they have to ensure they are integrated into the mainframe of the society. So that is a kind of a way forward for the Maoists, and for the government the way forward is better and more efficient security apparatus, more intelligence gathering, and at the same time ensured a well-trenched and a well-entrenched developmental support. Right? Now, after this, we come across another article, that is the complex struggle for Kurdistan. Now, this is about the brief history of the region of so-called Kurdistan, and also the struggle that the people have been facing and are involved in for more than a century now. Now, you would oftentimes have heard about the region Kurdistan or the name of Kurdistan when there is an internal issue in Turkey, or when there is an internal issue, let's suppose, in Iraq or Syria, in that region. Anywhere in West Asia, you come across this Kurd population, right? And the problems that they face. Primarily around the Zagreb mountain range in the region of West Asia is the region that they call as home. But they have not got a nation state for their own. So here, when we talk about the region of Kurdistan, we will talk about the brief history, the present dilemma, the role of the international community, and the rebellions and the treaties which have occurred along the way. But first of all, important for you to understand the region of the world that we are talking about. So this is the region